to the Fourth Quarter Faith podcast where football meets conviction. I am Jay Galagna here with my co-host Jesse Shalalo. Before we start, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Please, please, please do it. We appreciate every single one of you. What?
Keep going.
Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when all our videos drop. Comment faith down in the comment section when you subscribe so that we know you are subscribed. Also, before we start, as always, Jesus loves you. How are you doing, Jesse?
Man, we're good. It was a good Easter Sunday.
It's a good Easter. It was.
It's a good Easter. Cannot complain. What happened? What happened this past weekend? I mean, Michigan. Not Michigan. Yeah, no, Michigan boys and UCLA girls won March Madness. Their March Madness championships respectively. So congrats to them. Jake was right. Congratulations to them.
My
Good
bracket
success and
did
all that
terrible,
stuff.
but
I don't know how UConn did not make it to the finals. That will bewilder me.
I don't
But
know.
anyway,
Didn't they get
I mean,
destroyed too?
South Carolina is just a good basketball team, man. They're just always been there. It's like them and like everybody else is just really good. So like, shout out to them.
They're always going to be good with that
Yeah.
coach,
But other than that, I
Dawn
mean,
Staley.
I don't know if you saw this news, and I know you had stuff, and I don't want to ruin the plot a little bit. But like Dexter Lawrence calling for a trade request.
Yeah.
Kind of spice things up in the NFL business. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause I mean,
Listen,
ugh,
when I heard the news, did my mind immediately go to trade for him? Absolutely.
yes, I know you would. I know you would.
But I mean, they said you could get him for, or the report is a late first or a second round pick. I'm like, I'll give up a second for him.
But he's also asking for like 30 mil, at least 30 mil. So
I
I'm just saying,
mean,
you guys just spent a boatload of money on Trey Hendrickson. So like, there's
I know, but
30 mil is not like as accessible as you once had. Now, can you
it's
make it
not.
work? Absolutely, but just
Is it realistic to trade for him and then pay him that whatever he's asking for, which is probably around what you said?
mhm.
Probably not, because we also have to pay. They also have to pay Zay coming up.
Yep,
They also have to pay. They have to give Lamar his extension.
yep.
Who else? I think there's somebody else. But yeah. I mean, it's good. And like you said, we just paid Trey Hendrickson 115 million for 4 years. What
I
else?
didn't even remember the money for it. I was like, yo, I just know he got paid. I know he got paid. That's all I
I
know.
mean, Roquan's
So
making like 20 something million.
yeah,
I mean, it would be tough, but is it possible? Yeah. I mean, the Eagles did that. Like, it's just whether you're willing to put in the void years,
true.
which is a
That's true.
big thing now. Like,
Yeah,
void
it
years
is.
helps like fit the contract in, make
Mm-hmm.
the cap number not as big. But are they going to do it after paying Trey? Probably
Probably
not.
not.
So I would go after
But you
like
can dream. A boy
they
can dream. You can
like
dream.
they just brought in DJ Reader for a visit.
True.
I think
And
it was
that's a
last
cheaper deal.
week,
That's a cheaper deal
and
too.
he's probably not going to sign until after the draft, just because it's the whole he would be attached to a comp pick. So if you signed him now, you'd
Hmm.
probably lose a comp pick. So, but I would love DJ Reader.
Yeah. No,
So
absolutely. Yeah.
either way, I'm gonna be happy if they trade for Dexter or they sign DJ. So
Yeah. I'm just
which
interested to see what team is going to be willing to drop that money for him. I think that's just where I'm at. Cause I mean, I know the Packers were one team that was interested, and you get Dexter Lawrence and Micah Parsons on the same team. That's just a nasty combination. On all accounts. So, and I know there's another team. There were the Bears were interested, the Jags were interested, and the Bills were interested. So that's four teams now that have some interest in Dexter Lawrence. All of them willing to pay 30 million. So
I'm fine
we'll
with all
see.
of them minus the Bills. I don't want him going to the
Yeah, I don't
Bills.
want to go to the Bills either. The Bills will just make things more complicated for
So
everybody, for everybody's sake.
sorry,
Bears,
Bills
Bears would
fans.
be kind
I
of fun
just don't
though.
want you to get good players.
Bears would be kind of fun
Sorry.
though. Bears could be fun.
I was gonna
I
say
would enjoy him on the Bears
I was gonna
or
say
Jags.
when you said the Bears, I was like he would fit the Bears well.
Perfectly, yeah. So we'll see. I'll see what I'm interested to see that story move forward and what comes out of that. If the Giants
And
also do re-sign his contract and get him that 30 mil, you're solidifying that front seven. So you do what you
I
got to
don't
do.
know.
So
They've been trying to get him a new deal for the last 2 years,
that's
and
very
they
true.
haven't been able to find common ground at all, apparently.
That is very true. So only time
But
will tell.
also, apparently, according to John Harbaugh, everybody's tradable.
Which is a crazy thing to say. That's a
Everybody is
crazy
tradable.
thing to say for your first year as head coach on a new team. Everybody's tradable.
Well, I mean, he obviously wants to make it his team.
But
I mean,
there are certain untouchables on every team
like,
that are
yeah,
like you
obviously
are
they're not
not
gonna
gonna trade this
trade
player no matter what. You know what I mean?
obviously they're not gonna trade Jackson Dart or,
That'd be
like,
stupid.
Scadaboo or,
Malik
uh,
Neighbors.
Brian Burns, Malik Neighbors, but, I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau is definitely tradable.
Yes, I
He's the
agree.
one that's
I agree. Yeah, that's yeah. No,
clearly
no, he's not an
probably
untouchable. Yeah.
I would say there's a above 70% chance he gets traded.
hmm
Like,
And I think the
and
only reason I
Dexter's on
think
the board, like, I
yeah
why
I don't
not?
disagree. Yeah,
You can't agree with him, so what's like, he's not gonna show up.
I mean yeah, and also with them they have a top 4 draft pick this year in the first round,
They're 5th.
fifth. So could go get their defensive player right out the gate, and then that's mitigates the Dexter Lawrence stuff if need be. But they also could really
Could.
get Jared. I like the Giants. I think now this pick now depends on if Dexter Lawrence leaves or if he stays,
I
because
mean,
then they'll
yeah.
know what they want to do moving forward. Because they're
Yeah,
not
I
going to
mean,
get another edge because they just got Abdul Carter. That'd be stupid of them to do that unless they get rid of Kayvon Thibodeau
well,
or they
like
just go get a running back. Like it's a bunch of things could
I
happen.
don't really there's not really any, there's no, interior defensive linemen that are worth
Not in
using the
this.
5th
No, not
pick
in this
on.
draft. Not in this draft. No, absolutely not.
So, it's either an edge or it's either I would say it's between an edge and,
They could go linebacker too. Because they did just
yeah,
lose what's his name
they
to
could go, what's his,
didn't they lose a linebacker to the free agency? What was his name?
no, they cut him.
Who was it?
Okereke?
Yeah, okay. So I mean, they could potentially go
You
get
could
somebody
go,
else.
they could go Sonny Styles.
They could, yeah, that's a possibility.
I'd say it's between him and, an offensive player,
Yep.
whether it's Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, uh,
And that's if Jeremiah
Maui
Love is still
Goa.
there.
Yeah,
So
I don't know, but
mhm.
Giants
I
made
just
some
wanted.
moves, so
I know I'm kind of got us off track, but it was a very
it's
important
okay.
topic that I
It's
wanted to at
okay.
least touch on a little
It
bit.
was the
Yeah.
biggest thing that's happened in a while.
Yes. That
So
and the Mike Vrabel apparently is in a cheating scandal, but we don't have to talk about that right now. That's a
is
whole
he
other
really?
conversation. Yeah, he is.
With
It's
who?
actually it's this female reporter apparently. What's her name? Diana Rossini. Apparently they were caught like holding hands and hugging at a restaurant in Arizona like while he was
No
there.
way.
He was caught on camera. So it's in 4K. He got caught. Now he's trying to mitigate it and say like, "Oh, she's just a friend. We were just hanging out." But
That's what they all
the way
say.
these pictures are shown, they were hugging. So I don't know,
That's what they
but
all say.
I I
It's like the
digress.
Coldplay people.
Literally. Oh, and then her yeah, they both have both. Do you want me to read both of their statements? Because that's really kind of funny.
I mean, go if you want. Sure.
Okay, so the reporter said the photos don't represent the group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day, Like most journalists in the NFL, reporters interact with sources away from stadiums and other venues. And then Vrabel said
Don't
those
hold their
photos show
hand.
a completely innocent interaction, and any suggestion otherwise is laughable. This doesn't deserve any further response.
Yeah, they're being defensive because they got caught.
Yeah, because they were hanging out in a hot tub.
Oh, a hot tub.
Yeah, brother, hot tub.
Oh well, then these
You got
statements
caught.
don't
You
mean
got caught
crap.
in 4K hanging out in a hot tub. That's crazy work.
If
Um,
you're that makes it way worse. That makes it
it's
like anything
it's
you
so
say.
laughable. It's hilarious.
That makes it like anything either one of them would say is like just throw it out the window. You got caught in a hot tub.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, reporters don't
Let me. I'll send you. I
connect
must.
with other league sources in a hot
Yeah.
tub.
Go look at the pictures. Go look at the pictures because it's funny. I just sent it to your phone. It's hilarious.
I'll
Um.
look at it in a minute.
Yeah, you
But
can look at it in a minute. You want to get to
all
your
right.
first stuff? Let's
All
get to
right.
that.
First thing we're going to get into is now that we're back on track is
My bad.
no, I'm just saying we
We did.
started a
We did.
little
We
off
did.
track, but
Hey! It's
we're
football
back
stuff. We
on.
haven't had football stuff to talk about in like 2-3 weeks.
We're
Now
back on.
we can talk.
All right, first thing we're going to get into is we're going to give you our top 3 draft prospects for obviously both of our teams cuz obviously if we did all of them it would be too much.
Too much.
And I don't think anyone else really wants to hear
I
that,
don't think you
but
want to see us do that for 30 minutes. So
no.
no.
But we're going to do that. So, do you want to go first or we can go one by one or
uh, you do all three, and then I'll do all mine because
okay.
I kind of have an
Mine
idea, but I'm kind of still like have like last minute thoughts. So you
mine's
go ahead.
pretty simple and straight to the point.
Go ahead.
So, my first and like this isn't really in any like actually I'll go in order.
Okay.
My number 1, so it's going to be 1 is first and then 3 obviously is the bottom one. My first player is going to be Vega Ioane, guard from Penn State, because I think he's arguably the best offensive lineman in this draft. I'd say just behind uh Francis Mauigoa from Miami. And that's one of the Ravens' biggest needs is interior offensive line, really center and guard, but they can get a center later in the draft and there's really not worth the 14th overall pick to draft a center.
Mm.
Um but he's the dude is a mauler. I think he's the best pass protector in this draft. Um his run blocking can use a little work, but like again, the Ravens just signed or just signed. The Ravens just hired Dwayne Ledford as their offensive line coach, who was the offensive line coach previously in Atlanta. And the Falcons, I'd say the Falcons had a pretty good run game, pretty good offensive line since he's been there. And you have Bijan, so and we have all seen how good in the rushing department Bijan has been.
Yeah.
So my first one is going to be him. I think he fits the Ravens perfectly, and he's the type of offensive lineman that they love typically. Mine is Daniel Falele, but that's all I'm going to say about him.
Well, he's gone now. He's a Giant, so you don't have to worry
Good,
about him no more.
good.
Yay!
My second guy is going to be Spencer Fano
Oh man, I love saying Falele's name. Falele. Anyway, sorry. Move on.
from Utah, the offensive tackle.
Mm.
And I say Spencer one of the biggest things is his position flexibility. And yes, he has shorter arms, but we've all seen if you've looked into him how good he was in college as a tackle. And like he can move inside. Like at the end all be all, he plays guard. And then when uh geez, Ronnie Stanley either retires or leaves, then there's your new left tackle. So he kind of intrigues me a lot just because you have that guard for the time being, and then you have a future left tackle right there. And he's a top 3 in this draft class of offensive linemen.
Mhm.
So I just love that. And the dude is, I don't know, he's just an overall great offensive lineman. Like, is he the biggest? No. Is he the most dominant? No, but like he plays, I think his technique and his athletic ability makes up for those things. And he's going to get coached up. He's going to keep developing. He's going to get better and better and better. But I think he's a day one starter along with Vega. Actually, well, all 3 of these guys, but and then my third guy is Francis Mauigoa from Miami, like I said. And he's number 3 mostly because I just don't he's more than likely not going to be there at 14, but
Yeah,
I love the dude. Like again, this is another guy that can move into the guard position inside for the time. Again, like Fano, Stanley leaves or retires. There's your new left tackle. Again, position flexibility. At least Fano has a little bit more flexibility because he could also play center
Mhm.
technically. Because he literally took snaps at the combine playing center just to show his flexibility, like positionally. But I just Francis is he's the best offensive lineman in this draft, and I don't know. I think he's another mauler. He's another big dude, freakishly athletic for how big he is, and he's just a solid offensive lineman all around. Great pass protector, great run blocker, doesn't give up pressures, doesn't give up sacks.
Mm.
So overall, the theme of my list is obviously offensive
Offensive
linemen
lineman.
because that is my team's biggest need currently.
Mm.
So those are my top 3 draft prospects for
I
you.
love that yours are all just so like one. I have like 5 different positions I have to figure out. So, um, but yeah,
Because
that's
I just tried to focus on like for the first round,
mhm.
just the biggest need for the team.
Yes,
And
I
just
agree.
they need to focus on that. Later in the
Um,
draft, you can fill out the rest of the positions that are
mhm.
the other needs. But
Yeah, so I think
take it away.
when it comes down to the Steelers, um I mean, the biggest thing, I think I agree with you. I think the left side of our offensive line needs a lot of help, especially knowing that we don't have Samalo anymore and Broderick Jones is kind of a anomaly right now. Getting alignment on that left side would be ideal for us to be solid going into this next year. And also, we need more wide receiver help, inside linebacker, corner, safety, D line. So there's a lot of stuff that we got to figure out, more than I've realized. But I am gonna actually. I was looking at this guy on the Steeler Wire, which is, I believe is a Pittsburgh beat writer, basically talking about that these 3 guys would be like a home run for us going into this year, and so they also had Ione from Penn State on the list, which I think I would love to have him as well. Everything you said, I think he would be. I think he's going to be the like one of the better offensive linemen off start going into the year. I think he's going to be whatever team he is, whether if he is going to our team or going to another team, he's going to have very very much impact going into the his first game of the season. And then we go to Dylan Thiemann, safety from Oregon. This guy is pretty much a younger Jalen Ramsey, more like he can be in the slot, he can be at safety, he can be in the box, and like he plays really well. I watched a little bit of his tape before we started recording, and he moves everywhere around the field. And knowing that our safety position, I mean, I know who do we no, we got free safety. That was
Brisker.
Brisker. And then our strong safety, I think, is still Chuck Clark, but I'm not entirely sure.
Isn't it Ramsey?
Or it might be Ramsey too, or they might even move him to the back to corner depending on if we get this guy. So we'll see. But
Well, you got your two corners. Or
oh,
I
I know.
mean,
I
he
don't.
can play
Like I said,
corner.
yeah, he can play corner. So like, it's not like
Yeah.
it's an end all be all. But like I said, I think getting this guy, I think would be great. Like I said, he pretty much can move around anywhere in the backfield. Tracks the ball really well. And I think he would just be a very good versatile player. Like I said, kind of like a Jalen Ramsey, being able to move into different spots and be able to use his ability well. And then Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana. And
Mm,
I don't think
I
it was
like
last
him a lot.
episode, but another episode previously, I said we got to go after Jordan Tyson. We got to go after Makai Lemon. Got to get a wide receiver. So I went with more of a realistic option because most likely Makai Lemon and Jordan Tyson might not even fall to our pick. If they do, bless up. But I'm not
I'm
gonna.
gonna
I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Jordan Tyson's draft stock is going the wrong
It is going in the
direction
other direction.
currently.
It is going in the wrong direction.
So him being at 21 is very
It's not crazy.
realistic.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Makai Lemon, crazy. If he gets to 21, there's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
he's gonna fall. He's
he's
not
not
gonna
gonna make it.
fall.
No, not at all. Not even Cardinal Tate. Cardinal Tate's could be a top
No.
15 somewhere in
I
that
love
range.
Omar
So
Cooper
we'll
Jr.
see.
though.
But yeah, I mean,
He's
what
like
were
a
his
mini
stats last year?
Anquan.
937 receiving yards, 13 touchdowns, and had 13.6 yards per reception last year. Brother can get it done. Brother can get it done. He knows how to catch that football and catches it well. Obviously, he now has a championship on his belt, and he's rugged, great at run after catch. More like a some people are comparing him to like Debo or Victor Cruz in that way. So if we were able to get him, it would really solve a wide receiver problem. Nothing against Roman Wilson, just he hasn't done much more that I could say he deserves wide receiver 3 reps. Now
I think Wilson is like as good as he was at Michigan. I just think he's a
he was
role
high.
guy.
Yeah,
He's a role player in the NFL.
he's a real
Like,
player, and that's unfortunate, but that's just how it goes when it comes. That's how it rolls. It's a business.
and that's what
It's a business.
happens when you miss a whole year. So,
Exactly.
or however long you missed.
He missed. Bro, we drafted him. I think we drafted him 2023,
Yeah, I
if
think
I'm
he
not
missed all of
mistaken.
24.
And then he missed all of 24, and then he barely got in last year. So it was like, what are we doing with him? But yeah, Omar Cooper Jr., Ione from Penn State, and Dylan Thiemann from Oregon are my top 3.
By the way, a good comp I saw that I've heard for Omar Cooper Jr. was like he's a mini Anquan Bolden,
That would be, yeah, that's
which
definitely, yeah. I
Anquan
agree.
Bolden is my
I
favorite
agree.
receiver the Ravens have ever had up until Zay Flowers.
Up until Zay Flowers, yeah. Or
But
Steve Smith. Did
Anquan
you have
will always have
Steve
a
Smith for a
special
little bit? You have
place.
his jersey back there. You had Steve Smith for a little bit? He was good for
Yeah, but
y'all.
that was we weren't like that good at that time.
But he was
We
good.
were pretty good, but
He was good though.
not anything
Yeah.
crazy. But I love Steve Smith.
I didn't
So
even realize that the Steelers need so much. So we had so many needs. It's insane how many needs we have actually on the defensive side of the ball. More than I thought. So
I mean, the
that's
Ravens need a linebacker and a corner
yeah, that's true.
and an interior defensive lineman. There's a lot of needs that
Also, did you see
sometimes go under the rug.
Ruben Baines stock's moving down a little bit.
Oh my god! I'll say this.
Like,
That's the only other dude that I would pick at 14, besides the 3 linemen that I said. If Ruben Bain is there, you sprint that card up. You don't
It's
even think about another guy for a split second if
yeah.
he's there at 14.
Well, they're saying he's moving out the top 10, so it is very much possible that you could get him in 14,
As much as I love
as it
Vega,
is right now.
I would take Bain in a heartbeat.
Oh,
He's
I know.
he's gonna be so good.
Yeah,
All right. Now,
ready? Let's do it.
second thing we're gonna get into today, we're gonna do mock draft 2.0. Draft is only 15 days away now, so we're gonna try to get about, I think, 2 more. I would say after this, we're gonna have
If
4.0.
we're lucky, yes.
We're gonna have 4.0.
If we're lucky,
Minimum 3.0. Well, I'll say that.
okay, minimum I can deal with 3.0. I
All
can
right.
live with that.
Now we're gonna get into mock draft 2.0, fourth quarter faith podcast edition.
Let's get it.
Now we're gonna do 3-round mock. We're gonna do Ravens Steelers again, so
Obviously.
we don't bore you guys to death. All right, we're gonna start the
How many
draft
rounds are we
now.
doing?
3,
3. Okie
same as
dokie.
last time.
Okie dokie. Let's get it.
All right, pick 14 for the Ravens. We're gonna do top 4 again, just so for
We
the
don't
most
bore
part.
people again.
All right. First guy is Spencer Fano, tackle from Utah. Makai Lemon, wide receiver USC. Vega Ioane, guard from Penn State. And Jermad McCoy, corner from Tennessee, who did not play in 24 because he tore his ACL.
Yes. Did
Or
Kenyon Sadiq
25.
get picked up?
25.
Did Sadiq get picked up in that?
Yes. He went to the Cowboys at 12.
That's kind of disgusting. Anyway, okay.
All
I
right.
mean,
What?
Ione's right there. Ione's right there. Might as well just rip the Band-Aid. But also Lemon's there too. So I mean,
I've already said I don't. I'll pass on Lemon. As good as he is, I'll pass.
liar. The
I'm
Ravens
not.
will pass on. The Ravens will not.
If the Ravens ended up doing
If
that,
Makai Lemon is there, they're probably going to take him, and you're not going to be mad about that.
okay,
You won't.
I'll say if these 2 guys are there as well, they're not taking Lemon. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because this wide receiver class is pretty deep, and I don't think you need to.
I don't disagree. But like you're getting the best of the bunch there,
bro. But I'm not gonna lie,
that's just me.
Spencer
That's just me.
Fano is so intriguing to me.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna. Oh man, you know what?
Do it.
I'm gonna do Fano.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Fano.
Okay, I respect that.
Let's see. I'm gonna see where Vega went.
Please, if he's
Vega
still
went
21.
the pick after to the
Dang
Bucks.
it, the Bucks. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Steelers are up at 21. We got
Who I got?
CJ Allen, linebacker from Georgia. You got Akeem Mesidor, edge from Miami. You got Avion Terrell, corner from Clemson. Fun fact, AJ Terrell is his older brother.
Sick.
And Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver, Indiana.
Well, we
you want to go one more? You got Blake Miller, tackle from Clemson. But
okay.
Those are the top guys.
I'm assuming my safety from Oregon got picked up earlier. Dylan Denneman.
He went to. Where did he go?
Please don't say the Vikings. Please don't
say the Bengals at 10.
10?
Yeah, he's
mercy.
More than likely, he's not going to go that high.
What is this mock draft doing? 10? That's crazy.
I guess the Bengals really like him.
Oh wait, did Caleb go higher? Caleb Downs probably went higher because I'm looking at a mock draft right now. They have him going to the Bengals.
Caleb went the pick before to the Chiefs.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so they took the next best one off the board.
Yeah, well, arguably, him or McNeil Warren.
I digress. I won't disagree. Um, I think if Omar Cooper's there, I'm
You
but here's
want
the
him?
thing. Here's the thing. That might be too early for him. That feels
Not
early
really.
for kind of sorta for 21.
His ADP is 24. So really, it's not. This is around where he's going typically
Yeah, I
in
know.
mocks.
It just to me it feels early. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like I could get him later. But also
I
this
think
draft
he's
has him
gonna
going
be a
second
first
round.
round pick. I
Yeah, we'll
think.
just take Omar Cooper. I'll take Omar Cooper. Yeah.
I think if you don't take
I
him
think
here,
it'd be
you're not gonna
nice.
get him.
Huh?
If you don't take him here, you're not. I
You're not
don't
gonna
think
yeah,
you're
I'm not
getting
gonna get
him.
him. Let's just get him off the board then.
All
We'll get
right,
our we'll get our
Omar Cooper
wide receiver
Jr.
3. Love that
All
for
right,
me. Love
next
that for me.
pick we got is Ravens at pick 45. So the first four, we got Zion Young, edge from Missouri, D'Angelo Pons, corner from Indiana, Chris Johnson, cornerback from San Diego State,
Ooh.
and Chase Basantis, guard from Texas A&M. And then there's some other guys I
Go.
consider
Wait, what's Texas
down.
A&M? Are they Aggies? Yeah, go
Yeah.
Aggies.
Uh,
Did Ty Simpson get taken? Just for kicks and giggles. Did he get taken in the second round?
I don't think so.
He's still available. Interesting.
Come on.
Okay.
All right, where is
We'll
he?
keep that in mind.
Oh, wait, maybe he did get picked.
Oh, did he?
Where did he go? He went to the Browns at 39.
It's such a Browns
It
pick.
is.
It's such a Browns pick.
It
Of course, they're
is.
gonna get another quarterback
Like
to
they need
muck
another
everything up
one.
even more. What?
I said like they need another one.
Literally.
They
What are we
draft
doing?
one every year.
Literally, what are we doing?
Literally, they
Anyway,
just drafted one last year.
last year, two of them actually.
Yeah, two. Forgot about Dylan Gabriel.
Exactly.
All right.
Um, who you taking though?
Uh, if he's there, I I'm gonna take Zion Young.
I feel like
I
that's yeah.
I just
I don't
for
blame you.
me, I think it's between him and Pons. I love Pons. I know he's only like 5'8", but the dude can play some corner and he can play outside.
Yeah.
But if you need him to, he can play nickel too. But I'm gonna take Zion Young. He just fits the Ravens. Like he's a Ravens edge rusher. He's physical. He's huge. He's a great run defender. Is he the most athletic? No, but you don't necessarily need to be a good pass rusher sometimes,
Oh, there he is.
as long
Okay,
as you
cool.
have good technique.
Yeah.
But all right, Steelers are up at 53.
Fire.
All right, you
What you
got
got for me?
Jeremy Bernard, wide receiver, Alabama. Gabe Yakis, edge from Illinois. AJ Halsey, safety, LSU. Eli Stowers, tight end, Vanderbilt. Jennings Dunker, tackle from Iowa. And then you got like you got a couple wide receivers, linebacker, Jake
Mm,
Galladay from Cincinnati, linebacker. But yeah,
did you
those are your
say
top
did
guys.
you say Jennings Dunker from Iowa? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
tackle.
Yeah,
The
I'd
dude with the
say
mullet.
deal with the mullet. That's
It's
probably
a
the
nice mullet.
definition of a Steeler right there. Let's go get Jennings. Let's go get Jennings from
You want
Iowa.
Jennings? All right.
Yeah. I gotta get an offensive lineman off the
It's a
board.
pretty good
Gotta I
pick. I'm
gotta
not, I kind of
I
I
ain't mad
like
about
that.
it. I'm not mad about it. It wasn't the one that I wanted the most, but I think for what we need, Jennings could be that guy for us in Iowa, from
All
Iowa for
right.
sure.
Your Steelers are back up at pick 76. You got wide receivers Zachariah Branch from Georgia.
Oh, that dude was a speedy demon. Ooh boy, he was good.
Max Clare, tight end from Ohio State. Romello Height, edge from Texas Tech.
Mm.
Jarrell Jackson Jr., interior defensive lineman from Florida State. Connor Lew, center from Auburn. Kyle Lewis, linebacker from Pittsburgh. Kamari Ramsey, safety USC. Chandler Rivers, corner Duke. Those are your top guys.
Okay. So is Garrett Nussmeyer not there?
Garrett Nussmeyer is still there.
Is still there. Okay.
His ADP is
Hmm.
96. So you could probably
So
wait
if
in
I
this
couldn't
one.
wait because that feels early. It feels early. We could get him later because we have 3 third round picks. So I could get him later
Yeah.
and we'd probably still
You
be
got
fine.
76, 85, 99
Yeah.
left.
What was the first guy you said?
Zachariah Branch
Yeah, like I said, that
from
guy was just,
Georgia.
he was like a great outside dude for Georgia for sure. Um, but I don't need another receiver though
Nah, you took Cooper.
because he took Cooper, so we don't getting more would just be not going to help us at this point.
Go go lime.
Kyle Lewis from Pittsburgh is interesting.
Stays in Pittsburgh.
Stays home, so you wouldn't have to go very far.
Nah,
Um,
right down the road.
right down the road. Didn't really see much tape on him though, so I don't really know much about him. But
He's good. He's really good.
he's really good. Okay.
And he could also play safety. Like he's fast.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead.
Like he's
Get
really
another
fast.
Wilson on our hands. Goodness gracious, let's go. Um,
He might be faster than Peyton Wilson. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he is. He might be. I don't know exactly, but
I'm just being funny. um,
that's
I
just how fast he is.
yeah, no, I understand it
Let's look at
completely.
running backs.
I
Coleman,
did
McCown,
realize now
Johnson,
we could get a running back later though, like for a 6 and 7, so
guard.
it's not like a big deal.
Let's look
Um,
at interior offensive line. You got
because I
Connor
know, didn't
Lew.
you say Connor Lew from Auburn?
Yeah, you got him. He's a center. You got Sam Hecht, center from Kansas State. Jalen Farmer, guard from Kentucky. Jake Slaughter, center. Florida. Logan Jones, center. Iowa. Billy Schroth.
You
I
said
don't know how to say
Jalen.
it.
Oh yeah, from Kentucky. What's his ADP right now, give or take?
88.
Okay,
So
feels pretty good.
you could get him here. It wouldn't be that
Would be
big of a
crazy.
reach, but
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna land. I think that's where we're gonna land the plane. Let's get Jalen Farmer from Kentucky. Get that guard
I
spot
like
figured
him.
out. Yeah,
He's a good one.
I feel good about that.
All right,
Okay.
with my last and final pick of
The
through
final
3
round.
rounds,
Go
just still
ahead.
2 more. But top guys left are Max Clare, tight end, Ohio State. Darrell Jackson Jr., interior defensive lineman from Florida State. Connor Lew, center from Auburn. Kyle Lewis, linebacker, Pittsburgh. Kamari Ramsey, center. Safety from USC. See, I'm between Connor Lew and Sam Hecht, but I also like Logan Jones from Iowa. But for this purpose, like for this or purpose,
Exercise.
for this pick, where we are in the 3rd round right now, picking Logan Jones, unless there's a run on centers,
Hmm.
I think this is like a little bit of a reach for him because his ADP is right now is where is he? 94.
Yeah.
So, and you got the top rated center left. He's the first one available. You got the best rated center still available on the board in Connor Lew. He got hurt last year, but he's going to be fully healthy. At least that's what I've heard. So I'm going to believe that he's going to be fully healthy because he only played 7 games. So he's been rehabbing for a little while now. So I would believe that he is going to be healthy for OTAs and training camp and then the season. And that is another that's I'd argue that's
Yeah.
the second biggest need behind guard for the Ravens. So I think I'm gonna take Connor Lew.
I think that's a great pick. I
Would I
think
be happy with
that's
Sam
smart.
Heck too?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are my two. Those are Connor Liu, Sam Hecht, and Logan Jones are my top three centers. Jake Slaughter's really good too, but those are my three guys at center that I would love any one of them.
Yep.
So
And I
Steelers
think
are
for
up.
a Linderbaum replacement, I think that's a very good
Yeah.
replacement for you, for sure, for sure.
Um,
All right,
Steelers are up at
85.
85.
Here we go.
You got Kamari Ramsey, safety from USC. Chandler Rivers, corner from Duke. Sam Heck, center, Kansas State. Sam Roush, tight end, Stanford.
Hmm.
Dalen Everett, corner, Georgia. Jake Slaughter, center, Florida. And then I can tell you, if you want to know some other guys below that, I can tell you.
I am between Ramsey from USC and Nussmeier from LSU, and only because this is kind of where we would get our quarterback at this point, like that we think is going to be like a great backup for the future. And I was talking about safeties. Obviously, Dylan Thieneman went earlier than, or went way earlier than I expected. So I think getting a safety here would probably be a next best bet, just so that we have some depth there as well. And Kamari Ramsey looks like a pretty solid guy, all things considered. Um, do you know his ADP for Ramsey by chance?
82.
Okay,
So
so it's a
around
little,
this
it's
area of
around
picks,
this pick. Okay,
like
so
low
it
to mid
wouldn't be
80s is
crazy for me to get him, but also Nussmeier's. What was Nussmeier's ADP that you said? It was his 90 something,
96,
and
96,
I still have what? I still have
99.
yeah.
You have the second to last pick in this third round.
So we'll just get these last two out the way, so we don't have to waste enough time. I'll take Ramsey at 85, and then we'll take Nussmeier at
Okay.
96.
All right.
And then
$99.
that'll
He is currently the top rated player left on the board.
let's go, baby. Come on
All
over.
right. So we got, and then Garrett Nussmeier at 99. And then our grades, we'll give it to you real quick.
Hit me with it.
Oh, dude, if this happened, I crush this. I'm not gonna lie.
Great.
Fano, I got an A minus. Zion Young, A minus. Connor Liu, A minus.
Dude, you killed it. You
So
killed it.
overall grade obviously is an A minus.
Let's go.
That's probably the best mock draft I've done. Okay, I want to go to the Steelers, please. Come on.
They don't want to show mine. Probably for good reason. No, I'm kidding. Probably was so bad.
Okay, there we go. All right, Omar Cooper Jr. at 21, you got a B.
Yeah, it's to be expected.
Jennings Dunker tackle, you got a B plus.
Okay.
Jalen
I'm mad at
Farmer
it.
guard, you got a B minus.
Okay.
Safety Kamari Ramsey, you got a B minus.
Okay.
And Garrett Nussmeier quarterback, you got an A. So your overall grade is a B.
How is everybody else a B, but then Nussmeier's an A? Make that make sense. what are
I don't
what are
know.
we talking about? What are we talking about?
I don't really know.
I got one of the
I
most
guess because you
underrated
got
wide
him like
receivers
because
first
he
pick, and
technically
whatever.
fell a little bit, I guess, and
Yeah,
that's one of your biggest needs. So
and wide
all
receiver's
right,
not a biggest need, but to each their own. That's all
not
good. You
according to
know what?
PFF.
To each their own. It's fine. I know I killed it, so it's fine. I'm chilling regardless.
All right, moving on to the next thing we got is off-season programs are starting up this week. I know the Ravens started on Tuesday or Monday.
I saw pictures from the Steelers walking into the building, I
I
think around
did
this past
see
week. So
on
yeah.
Twitter, I did see some of that. I did see some Steelers walking into the facility. So I don't know. I just think it's an exciting time. I
Mm-hmm.
think so. This current phase, there's three phases
Mm-hmm.
of like the off season, like 9-week program. And the first phase is so if you have a new head coach first, or like stuff like that, you get to start earlier
Yeah,
because you obviously have new coaches, you have a new head coach, new coaching staff, new systems, I guess. And it's just so they can get more, I guess, equated than like a team that has had a head coach, and like it's just a new year basically.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So the phase one consists of the first 2 weeks of the program with activities limited to meetings, strength and conditioning, and physical rehabilitation only. So right now you can only work out, have meetings, or do rehab basically. So really right now it's really just a time to get acquainted, uh, build relationships with your new coaches, any new players that you've signed, uh, you can get acquainted with them. And it's really just a time to build relationships and
Yeah,
work out. If you need rehab, get that and just talk, basically.
just
So
talk.
I don't know. I mean,
um,
that's all you can
yeah,
do, really. You can't practice.
I think for I could say for both of our teams, us both having new coaches this year, I think this probably is the most important part of the process. Is your team getting acquainted with Jesse Minter, my team getting acquainted with Mike McCarthy. Even though people know Mike McCarthy, wildly knows he's been in the league for a long time. Minter has also been in the league for a little bit, but it's just like you said, it's a good time for other than doing meetings. You go and work out for a little bit, do some rehab, make sure that your body's right. Other than that, you're just trying to get to know the team, and like the team's not even fully
No.
developed. You still got the rookies that got to get picked up too.
Yeah.
Then once
And
that happens,
signings you make later.
after all that, and yeah, signings are still being figured out. So like after all that stuff's situated, like we're fully like into the season at that point. I know you posted on our Twitter, Trey Hendrickson getting some workouts in Baltimore, and the the caption was hilarious, saying it was the him being like in a proper building for
Yeah,
time in
it's
his
like the
career.
first time
And I
in
was like,
5
that's
years he's seen a
hilarious.
nice practice facility.
That is hilarious. And here's the thing. I know I knocked the Trey Hendrickson trade when it happened. I truly do, and this is not even trying to be like a like um saying too
Rival.
much on the Ravens because we are still enemies at the end of the day. Sports wise, we are um fight, but at the end of the day, like Trey Hendrickson being in the building, one that actually cares about defense, and two that actually wants to see him succeed, I think we'll see a very different Trey Henderson we've seen in years past. And if that, like, I think we've said it before, like if that was Trey Henderson at his best with the Bengals, I can't imagine how he's gonna be now that he's in the room with the Ravens and like all that. And Jesse Minter, defensive minded head coach, and all the players out on the defensive side of the ball. I think he's really going to take a shine to his own. But also, I will say, um, at least for the Steelers, I'm excited to see what Mike McCarthy does with Michael Pittman Jr. going into this year. I think he's a lot of untapped potential, I would say. Yeah, he's a little bit on like the older side, but at the same time, he still has a lot left to give for the game. And I really truly do believe that once we get the system right, I just want to see the system work for him and DK Metcalf, that it flourishes for them.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not going to see anything about it now because it's just meetings and everything, but they're probably talking plays. They're probably talking about ideas they want to do for the offense and stuff. And so, like, they're trying to make sure that, like, DK, Pittman, even Warren and Rico Dow are all, like, focal points. Even Pat Fryermuth and even Darnell Washington as well. Like, they're all going to be focal points of the offense, and we're going to use them all well. Now, the issue is we just don't have a quarterback to facilitate that. But once we get that facilitated, then to the moon. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm cautiously optimistic. Let me go with that.
that's a good description.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm just really excited about just the whole idea of like all of these guys showing up, all the leaders showing up, the first day of off-season workouts or the whole program,
Hmm.
and the leaders really showing that, like, they want to get in the building, they wanna get to know these coaches, they wanna develop relationships with them, and show that this is a whole new era of Baltimore football,
Hmm.
and the leaders wanna show that this is something that is extremely important, and to show the younger guys that, like, you guys, like, whoever's not here, you need to get here,
Yeah.
because the rest of us are here, and we want this, and we wanna get to where we wanna get to, and be the best possible team that we can, and it starts from day 1, and even
Yeah.
if it's just workouts, meetings, and rehab, that's where it starts, especially when you have a whole new coaching staff and some big name players that have come on, like Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
But one other thing is the whole thing with Lamar, and it's so weird. Like the whole ESPN thing of, like, they had this segment where they were talking about how, or like Lamar in the off season and like program starting, and if
Hmm.
he's gonna show up, and they don't think he's gonna show up, and then he does, and they post it, and then
Hmm.
the ESPN has to take down their segment. Like, they have to delete
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
because it's literally like they're wrong, and he showed
Mhm.
up. And now the whole thing is like, oh, is he gonna come back? Is he gonna leave after a day? What happens if he does? He's not really fully into it. He's not fully commit, like, it's so dumb. It's
I
like,
think it just shows that the media side of it, they're all just trying to get like a button on a story, and it might not be right, but it'll be something that people will actually click on and watch it. So I think
yeah, they're
from
just trying
that
to get
perspective,
views,
yeah, they're just
not
trying to get the
truth.
views, they're just trying to get the clicks, and from all that, like if Lamar Jackson is the scapegoat, then you're gonna have to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I
But
just
I
think it's
mean,
stupid. It's like,
Mars have already proven time and time again. I mean, with this, we could talk about like I don't want to say it's maybe it was 2 3 years ago when there were trade talk rumors for Lamar Jackson or him not getting his contract and stuff like that, and they were like, "Oh, where's Lamar Jackson gonna go?" And it was all a bit for like a month and a half, and then he got his contract, and everyone kind of quiet down after that. Like Lamar's just doing what Lamar's gonna do. Lamar's kind of just moving at his own speed right now, and
yeah, that's
he knows at the end of the day he's gonna be back in Baltimore. Like there's no other team he'd rather be with. I
yeah,
honestly, I
and
don't
it's
think there's
not
any
even
other
like
team that would want him like that.
it's not even like a whole contract thing. It's just like they keep bringing up, like, that he doesn't go to
Mhm.
he doesn't go to, like, voluntary stuff, and, like, there's this guy that Ari, I think his name first name's Ari, I forget his last name, I don't really know how to say it either, but he tweeted, like, he hasn't shown up, like, he didn't show up last year to voluntary stuff. There's video of him from last year at voluntary stuff. Like, they just lie, and it's like, why? Like, it's like they can't get him out of their heads. It's like
Yeah,
he lives rent free in all of their heads.
literally, and that's just how it
It
is.
just doesn't make any sense to me, and it never will.
Yeah.
But
I have two pieces of news I wanted to tell you about before we go to the last part. So I don't know if you saw this because it just happened like a couple hours ago. Um, Rushy Rice apparently said on a live stream that he wants JSN money. Now let me go further into the comments. So on
I
his
have
recent
been.
live stream, he's on his final year of his rookie deal. And he said he wants JSN money and he wants to stay with the Chiefs for the rest of my career.
Okay, second part, sure. First part, absolutely not.
Yeah, that is where I will agree with you. Um, I
And the
think
fact he didn't get
it's
punished is crazy.
interesting. It's interesting because the thing about JSN and Rasheed Rice that's different. JSN did the work, stayed under the radar, and then this past year won Offensive Player of the Year and won a Super Bowl. He deserved the money that he got. Rasheed
Yeah.
Rice, yes, was he uh all worldly his rookie year? Yeah, sure, absolutely. And then he got into legal trouble, and now like I don't think the Chiefs want to pay him the JSN money. I don't think any team would want to pay him
Heck
JSN
no.
money. Not at this point in his career. Sure, like Rasheed Rice still has the ability to play at the highest level in the NFL, but at the end of the day, your
He
character
hasn't earned it.
matters, and your character is not showing what you need, what is needed to make that type of money. JSN, we haven't heard anything from him outside of football, his character. So we
Ever.
all assume that his character is in the best light right now. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, if something comes up, then we'll have a different conversation. But because usually when people get their money, like that's when you get a decline or whatever. But like, I'm not saying it's gonna happen to him. It's just that's just the pattern. But I mean, Rasheed Rice needs to prove a little bit more, and also just needs to stay healthy first of all to even be considered into that conversation. So
The biggest thing for
Rasheed
me
Rice,
is
you gotta chill out, brother. You gotta chill out.
like one the whole legal stuff. Like I don't know if the Chiefs trust him enough to give
That
him that. To
that
even be available for as much as they're paying him, you have to be available.
I agree.
Like you can't just get in another street racing accident and then have a whole another or whatever. Like you can't do that if you're going to get that type of money. Second, he hasn't even earned close to that.
I agree.
Like he hasn't
I
even
agree.
earned more than Zay Flowers. Like
Yeah.
or like some low like some guys that are just below a Zay. Like yeah, he had a good year, his rookie year or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, prove it more if you want that type of money, because I think they're more likely to franchise tag him and be like, dude, go prove it again, go do
Yeah.
it again
Yeah.
before we give you that type of money.
Yeah.
Because if we're
And
making
I
that
mean,
long term
we even
investment and
started
that big of an
the off
invest,
season. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
better uh give us a good return on that investment.
Investment. Yep, exactly. I think yes. I mean, we started the off season with him having legal issues with his ex girlfriend. So I mean, like he was already in legal trouble before we even got the off season started. So hopefully, like,
Yeah, he was all legal
and when
trouble
we're
last year.
exactly when we're saying this, we're not saying that we don't trust Rasheed Rice. It's just right now, the perception of the NFL is seeing is that you just are a trouble magnet, and like trouble just comes around you multiple times than what you're worth. And especially for how good of a football player you are, like you gotta just put your head down, stay in workouts,
Yeah,
get better, and then prove it to us when the season starts up again. And especially this year, because like especially knowing that you're all great all Hall of Famer quarterbacks not going to be in for who knows how long. Like you got to lock in, brother. Especially because Justin Fields throwing you the football. Lock in.
yeah,
Anyway,
we'll see
next
if
part, literally. Since we're talking about OTAs, right now, as the OTAs have started, it's unlikely that George Pickens will attend the Dallas Cowboys volunteer OTAs because he got franchise tagged. So the reason I wanted to bring up this story is mostly because I don't know, it's just the Jerry Jones magic yet again. Like it's funny how he's back in the same situation he was his past season with Micah Parsons, now with George Pickens. It's just very funny. And
it's
now
the type of dudes that he just brings in.
literally it's impossible. And like here's the thing, and knowing that the agent that um is in works with George Pickens, the same one that's with Micah Parsons, I don't feel confident that that deal will get done. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think they're going to get a deal. I think because will George Pickens play under the franchise tag? Would he play under the franchise tag? Like realistically,
I mean,
I don't know. I can see it.
I mean, he'd be making 28 million bucks. So
It's not crazy. It's
I
not his
mean,
worth,
you
but it's
go.
not crazy.
I understand the whole risk part of like doing a 1 year deal and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and you want to secure your money in your future and guaranteed money, but you go ball out again, you're gonna get even more. than
I
what you're
will say,
projected to get right now.
yeah, I will say, Brian, the coach Brian Schottenheimer confirmed Pickens has been training with Dak Prescott, and isn't worried about the absence. Now we'll just have to see if there's any long term plans for him for the future. But he has been practicing with Dak Prescott, so we'll
Yeah, I
see
mean, it's
what that entails for the future. But
some guys you just it's like okay, as long as he's putting in the work, we're fine right now.
yeah, all right, and
But
then yeah, and then last thing, and then we'll get to your jersey stuff. Sorry, all this new stuff is just coming to me right now, so I'm just getting like a bunch of it. So um, Fernando Mendoza is not going to be at the NFL draft in Pittsburgh
no,
because he wants to spend that time with his family. How do you feel about that?
I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't.
That is
I'm
hilarious.
gonna be straightforward and straight to the point. I don't care.
Hey, I love your
He
honesty and
has the
your
right to do
authenticity.
whatever he wants to do.
I agree. I
He
totally
wants to
agree.
spend it at his house with his family, so be it. Go do you. Like,
He said,
and the
"I want my
reason
mom to be there with me and my whole fam behind me when this
the
happens," and I
reason is,
respect that heavy.
I'm pretty sure his mom can't really, his mom has something where I think she's in a wheelchair. Like, she has something.
Uh,
I'm not gonna
I'm
say guess
I
what
know.
it is,
I'll
but
double check for you. I'll double check for you.
I'm pretty sure, like, his mom has a tough time traveling, so, like, it makes sense in the grand scheme of things that he would stay in
She
Miami. And, like, we've seen it before, like, I'm pretty sure, he wasn't the
Trevor
first
Lawrence.
overall pick,
Trevor
but
Lawrence was the last one.
I was gonna say Marcus Mariota was in Hawaii.
Also true.
Like, but he was a second overall pick, but still. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's an interesting. I think it's interesting in a way that like now it's the second time that this has happened. So I think it's I don't know. All I gotta say is that the brother just wants to be with his family for the draft, and I think he deserves to do that because he's yeah, it's Fernando Mendoza. That's just what he's gonna do, and we're not gonna argue about it. So,
yeah.
shout out to you, my boy. Go enjoy that time with your family because you deserve it. Um, Also, Devon Achane was absent from offseason workouts as well.
I
Now
some
that
guys I'm like,
no
that's
no.
fine.
That is more interesting than you want to put it out their face because if he doesn't get a good deal, he's gonna leave, and then the Dolphins really won't have nobody.
I,
You know that to be true.
I mean, they don't really have anyone right now anyway. So
Yeah, but he's their best player.
I know, but
You
like,
know that. You know that
I
right now.
don't think he
He
needs to
is.
show up right now. I'm sorry,
Why?
because again, like, well, they do have a new head coach,
Talk to me.
so I don't know. It's the Dolphins. I don't know.
So you're
Like,
telling me the reason you don't care is because it's the Dolphins. That's what it is.
I think he's gonna end up leaving anyway. So
That's a hot take.
I think he could if they're bad, I think he gets traded before the trade deadline.
That's interesting.
Like I don't know. Like I should he be there? Probably. But
Hmm.
to get some like in with the head coach, you got a new quarterback. Like they got a lot of new pieces. A lot of moving parts, a lot of like big positions that were newly filled. And it's I don't know. It's just like I don't really know. I don't really know what to say about that. Like I hope he shows up eventually. Like
I think
within phase
you're
2 he should show up.
sure. Yeah. I think it's I guess you're right in the sense that being like meetings and stuff, he doesn't technically have to show up. I think it's more like to be about face with the brand of the Dolphins and the team in of itself. I think it's like knowing that he's like basically the veteran in a way because I mean like I can't think of anybody else that's been there longer
I mean,
than
he is
Devon
one of the
Achane at this
vets.
point. So like he's one of the vets, and we were just talking about how like vets need to set the tone for the younger guys. So in that retrospect, I think it would make sense for him to be there. But also for the deal and for the business side of it, I understand that as well because I mean, him now you lost Tyreek Hill to free agency. Jalen Waddle got traded. Tua's now a Falcon, and so he's just kind of by himself. So he's like, if I'm gonna stay on this team, at least give me some money, and that I understand.
He's with Michael Penix.
Yeah, which is hilarious. The Falcons now have two lefty quarterbacks.
It
So
is pretty funny.
I will never use the Ravens or not the Ravens. I will never use the Falcons in Madden ever.
I played pretty good with Penix one time.
I'm not good with lefties. Lefties are never my have
I
never
kind of like
and will
it.
never be a strong suit for me. But go ahead, go to your last point, and then we'll get to the Bible.
I think it's pretty fun to play with a lefty sometimes. Just switch it
Good,
up.
good for you. Good for you. I hope you enjoy that. I won't.
All right. So as of Tuesday, I believe the Ravens have announced that they're getting new uniforms, a
I did
collection
see
of new
that.
uniforms, which
I
it's
did see
called the
that.
new. It's called the. Oh, I don't want to butcher this.
Yeah, please don't.
Where is it?
This
I
is your
just
team
had
after
it.
all, so you gotta like it. The next
The
flight.
next flight,
Great name, by the way.
which is something I'm just so excited. I've heard that they're gonna get new uniforms. I didn't know it was gonna be a whole new collection, but I'm just
Collection
so
is
excited
different.
for what this could be, and it's gonna involve like, like the Seahawks uniforms where they kind of got like the reflective
Yeah,
shoulder pad things on there,
yeah. No, I know what you're talking
like
about.
the
Yeah.
rivalry ones.
Uh huh.
They said that's gonna be, I think it's called iridescent accents on the jerseys. They're gonna have incorporations of talons and uh feathers and wings type thing. And I don't know, I'm just so excited, and I can't wait to see them. I think it's gonna be I think I some people are like, "Oh, they're nervous about it." I'm like, "Dude, I am so excited." I think this is gonna be sick. I think they're gonna
I
look
agree.
so cool.
I agree. I agree.
I'm
Um.
trying to find this helmet I saw, which would be,
Oh, the rumored one or the one that was leaked.
well, it was um some guy like made a mock helmet of like what he thought would be a cool thing to do. I'm trying
Yeah.
to like, but keep you can talk if you want. I'm trying to find the picture because I want to show you.
I mean, I don't really have much to say on this topic. I mean, this
If not, we can just move on to the Bible.
I think it'll be interesting to see what they actually look like and what the plan is for it. Um I think it's going to be I mean, I'd say the Ravens probably have one of the better colors in football. I mean, purple and black have always looked good. I don't think anyone would say otherwise. So if they are trying to make it like something to excite the
Oh, here
fans
it
coming
is.
into this year, I think it'll be something to look forward to and something that I think fans are excited about because it's just something. It'll be new gear for everyone that wants to buy it. So you guys don't have the all white jerseys, right? Or do you?
We have a white jersey.
I no like all white, like white shirt, pants, the whole uniform thing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
And white helmets.
No,
Okay, that's what I thought.
this is the helmet.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I love it.
I don't know how I feel about that. That Raven looked weird.
If that was the helmet, I know the bird on this helmet is iconic,
That yeah, that I won't disagree. I
but
won't disagree with that
dude,
at all.
I've said this before. I know I have, that if they put wings on this helmet, I think it would be so sick.
I
So
guess it,
I'm just so excited for this. I've been
maybe it
wanting.
was the glare of the screen that I just didn't see it fully. I think that's probably what it was. but
And one of their uniforms is gonna have Baltimore across here instead of
that's gonna be
Ravens.
that'll be very cool. That I will agree. That'd be cool.
Like instead of the little like where it says Ravens on the
Yeah,
top, it's gonna say Baltimore.
yeah.
So
And I know the Steelers aren't coming up with new uniforms this year after the debacle last year, so I don't blame them. So
all right,
yeah.
moving on. Now it's time for Bible verse of the
Bible.
episode. Today's verse is Psalm 34:4, which is
Psalms
I
34.
sought the Lord and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. Psalm 34:4. I know it kind of sounded like there's more there. I don't know why I said it that way.
No, you're good.
I realized it. I was like,
Can
sounded
you
like I was
read
gonna say
it?
more.
Can you read it one more time for me?
I
Word
sought
for
the
word.
Lord and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears.
Ah, yeah. Ain't there a song? Ain't there a song with those lyrics?
I
Yeah,
think
there is a
so.
song. There is a song with those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what song it is. I know what song it is. Very good song. I'll send it to you. It's very good.
I think I've heard it. I think I've
It's a very pop. It's a
like
very
a
popular
worship
song.
song in
Yeah, it's
church
a very
that
popular worship song with that one. Um.
it's good. If we're talking about the same song.
Oh, I think we are. I think we are. You. Why did you pick this revival verse of the episode?
I picked it just for like it was more of like an encouraging thing to me
Mm,
when that if you seek the Lord and you give him all of your fears, all your anxiety, all your doubts, anything that you're going through, and you give it all to him, that he hears you and he will give you peace. He will deliver you through whatever you're going through. He will get you through it. And yeah, I just think it's a very encouraging thing to know that if you whatever you give up to him fully and you commit to him,
mhm.
that he he will he will deliver you from whatever it is. Uh and that's more of like a like if you're going through something, if it's positive, then just give just give just give everything up to him and he will direct you the way that he has for you and whatever that is. And I don't know, I just thought it was a very encouraging verse and I think it's good to like see those like read those type of things and know, excuse me, that how wonderful God is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, take it away if you got any.
um. No, I agree with everything you said. I think when it comes to this verse, um, I think it's just a reminder that prayer always
Excuse
works.
me.
Um, because it says in the verse that I sought the Lord, and so David had to actively seek the Lord
Mm.
for the fears that were going on. So I think it's a reminder that prayer is important. I know there's a verse in the Bible that says pray earnestly. And so that means that we pray all the time because like the misconception about prayer to people um who are not believers is that they just think we're talking to ourselves or to the air. And sometimes it does feel like that. And
And I think it's like sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. I think
go
it's
ahead.
also like a misconception that it's like we only pray when things are bad. At least that's what I.
Oh, I thank the Lord every time my
No, I'm
paycheck
just saying,
comes in.
like,
I'm like, thank
to
you.
like other like people that might not be Christian.
Yeah, no, I
Like
agree.
I think that's like a thing that like people think like it's only like you won't like some people or we might only go to him or pray when we're going through something or we need something or like something like that. But like
Yeah, well, yeah, we all
we should
go
pray
through.
even when we don't want
Mhm,
to, I
mhm,
guess,
yeah,
or when things are good, bad,
mhm.
indifferent, like whatever.
Yeah. But
Should
I
be all
think
the
it
time.
also is the point that when David says I sought the Lord, it's the important part that like we have to initiate the response from us,
Mhm.
because yeah, God knows what's going on in our heads, but we have to take that first step and initiate the Lord, I can't do this by myself. I need you.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a prayer in of itself. Lord, I can't do anything. I don't know how to handle the situation. I need you. Simple as that. And I mean, yeah, back to your point, I think we all have different seasons in life where sometimes it's sunshine and rainbows. God's got us blessed. We're great. We feel good. And then there's other days it's like a hurricane and it's like nothing seems to be going right. It's one thing after another, after another, after another, and it just feels like a overcoming weight on the shoulders. And in the context of this psalm specifically, David was hiding from King Saul
Mhm.
because of King Saul's jealousy that he was going to take over he was going to be the next king. And so he wrote this psalm knowing that he was scared for his life, and he sought the Lord and he heard him, and he answered all his fears, and he heard him and he answered delivered him from all his fears, was what the verse said. So we have to as Christians initiate being able to talk to God in that way. Um and then also an important part to understand is that God will respond, and not only will he hear you, he will also, it doesn't say deliver from some of my fears or a few of my fears. It says deliver from all of it.
Mhm.
So it's an important part to understand that he will respond and that he will deliver you from everything. So that's kind of where you as a believer, like, when we pray, sometimes we pray and the answer does not get solved, but God gives you the peace in your heart that it will be solved, and so now you have faith to move forward and take every step that you can, knowing that God's going to deliver me from this. I just need to trust him
Mhm.
and keep going about life. I think about like um I think about CJ Stroud a lot. Because I mean, we roasted this brother in the playoffs. We roasted this brother in the playoffs for how badly he played. But as a believer, I know that that was probably one of the more darker times in his career, I would say. I know
Oh, it
he had
had to
darker when
be.
he was younger, but in his NFL career, I think that was probably one of the more grim days he's had. And so like,
Grim 2 weeks, honestly.
yeah, grim 2 weeks for real.
The Steelers game,
So
he didn't play well
he didn't
either.
play that
It was
well
the
either, but they still
defense.
won. Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, he had to understand that one, it's a new year, it's a new season. I know I can get better, and I know I have the team to help me get better. And also, he knows that like God will be with him throughout the next phases of his career. Because I mean, yeah, and I know we're getting away from the Bible for a second, but um,
Has to do with it.
he, huh?
Has to do with it.
Yeah, I
Connection.
his next years of his football career really do depend on his ability to be able to play to his expectation, and also his faith in God and how much that will matter to him moving forward. And I know his faith is a big part of his life. So all that to say, this verse is a great reminder to us to pray earnestly and seek the Lord, and remember that he can deliver us from all things, not just some, but everything. So that's my 2 cents. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say today. Um, I can't wait for football to be back. That's about it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for a new season, brother. I'm sick
I'm
of this. I'm
enjoying
sick of this
I'm
waiting
enjoying
game.
baseball being back, but I'm itching for football.
I am very much itching
I'm
for some
getting
football.
like now that I saw the off-season stuff starting now.
Oh, he saw Trey Henderson doing some drills. He's like, yeah,
Oh,
we're back, baby.
can't wait, dude.
Oh my
Bro,
goodness.
that first
It's gonna be
sack
hype.
in at home is gonna be. I hope I'm there.
It wouldn't surprise me if you were there. That would just be like, yeah, that makes sense.
I hope I'm there for
Um,
that.
I'm hoping that for our quarterback's first passing touchdown of the year, but we'll see how that goes. Um, any more Bible or sports stuff you want to bring up before we end this episode today
Uh, no.
that you can think of?
I'm excited for the draft. Only 15 days out.
Hmm.
And I'm ready for at least football stuff to keep ramping up and get going. Off-season programs, draft,
Yes. I think
etc.
the biggest thing, and it was like the last thing that I saw from
And new uniforms.
actually, since we were just talking about CJ Stroud, they have used their 5th year option on CJ Stroud and Will Anderson.
I was gonna say that earlier,
So,
but
so that's good for both of them. They both deserve it. All things considered, say what at least Will Anderson definitely deserves it. Say what you want to say. What you want about CJ Stroud.
Will
He
Anderson's gonna get paid, dude.
Oh, he's going to get paid. That brother will get paid. And CJ Stroud, say what you want about him, but when he's out there on the field, he's one of the better quarterbacks for this team for sure.
He's
And
the
you can't
most
deny the
he's the
talent that he has.
most stable and consistent quarterback that they've had in a while.
Since
At least
Watson,
since like the
and that's
prime
saying
Deshaun
something.
Watson.
Yeah. And then also the last thing is that apparently what I'm hearing from Jordan Schultz, who just dropped this like a couple minutes ago, 2026 NFL draft is expected to be one of the more trade heavy drafts. So we're gonna see a lot of trades happening on April 23rd
What does
at
that
some
mean?
point.
Does that mean trades
Who knows?
like
That
trade
could mean
ups, trade backs,
a whole
trades
lot of things.
involving
So
players
many things. Let me see if I can get
and
the actual
draft
statement.
picks?
Okay.
AJ Brown
Here's
possibly.
here's the full statement. The expectation among many NFL teams is that the 2026 draft will be one of the more trade heavy drafts in recent memory. Specifically on the defensive side of the ball, edge, corner, and linebacker are all strong, while wide receiver is typically considered to be the most talented. Several executives I've spoken with believe we're likely to see a flurry of activity in the first half of round one. Additionally, because this specific draft lacks depth in the later rounds, many teams plan to pursue extra day 2 and early day 3 picks.
Final thing that I will say. I would not be mad if the Ravens traded back and got more second or third round picks.
That would not be bad either.
Because
Wouldn't be
there is
bad.
still a possibility you get either Fano or Vega in that situation.
Yep.
Depending
Very
on
true.
how far you move back, the furthest I would move back is probably like 20 or 22. But I would like to move back probably like 18, 19
Hmm.
if I were to trade back, if I were the Ravens, just so you could accumulate more day 2 picks.
Yeah.
So,
So all to say, this is gonna April 23rd. It's gonna be a very interesting night for the draft. So that
I'm
at least
ready.
got me a little bit more excited knowing that it's a couple weeks away. But
I'm ready.
that's all I got. So we're gonna hit it with the outro. Thank you for tuning into the fourth quarter faith podcast. Like we said at the beginning of the episode, hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys know when we are dropping our videos. Like
Do
we
it.
said multiple times, I'll say it again. We are on YouTube and we are now on Spotify. So if you cannot watch our videos, you can now listen to it wherever you go. Hopefully, I'm trying to get us on Apple Podcasts so we can get us on that platform as well. So you can have us on Apple Music and Spotify as well.
And
We
follow us
both
on
love
TikTok, Instagram,
and
and if you
yeah,
want
all the socials as
X,
well. all the socials as well. We got them all in our description. We love and appreciate every single one of you guys. And until next time, that was Jake Galagna. I'm Jesse Shalalo. Good night.